Dependent type programming paradigm. So in this video lecture we are going to discuss about the dependent type programming paradigm. This is very important paradigm in computational logic. So what is dependent type programming paradigm? We can say that is before writing any program in any language, I can write my logic in particular language. So that is a dependent type programming paradigm. So what is the use of it is we can get a error of the logic. That is what we are going to write a program. We can get a error of the logic before running them itself. So this is a use of dependent type programming paradigm. So for example, I am declaring a vector of values 1, 2, 3. So the values are integers. So what is the hint I am giving to the compiler here is I am declaring the vector, and the vector should contain the integer value, and the integer and the vector have the 3 set of values. This is a hint I am giving to the compiler. So like this I can give the instructions to the compiler before running the program itself, right? So here what is the type meaning here is quantifiers. So what are the quantifiers? Here in dependent type programming paradigm, 2 quantifiers we are using. So one is universal quantifier, another one is existential quantifier. So universal quantifier, we can write a symbol of for all of x. So this is a universal quantifier. And for existential quantifier, we can say there exists of x. There exists means that is sum of the values of x is applicable for this conditions. This is the difference between universal quantifier and existential quantifier. That is, universal quantifier is for all of x. For example, all the men can drink coffee, right? So all the men means x1 may be the men, x2, xn, so till xn all the men can drink coffee. So this is the universal quantifier. For this I can write a coding as for all of x, that is men, can drink coffee. So this is how I can write a program in universal quantifier here. So let us come this side. So that is existential quantifier. So that is there exists of condition we need to use here. For example, some of the boys are intelligent. We cannot say all the boys are intelligent. So x1 is intelligent, or x2 may be the intelligent, and x1 may be the intelligent. Here we are if we noticed here, so what is a logical statement I am using here is conjunction is for universal quantifier and disjunction for existential quantifier. That is, conjunction is and condition and disjunction is are condition. Here that is all the men can drink coffee. So that is all and condition I am using here for universal quantifier. Whereas there exists, that is are condition, I can use here for existential quantifier. Here I can write a program of coding of some of the boys are intelligent, right? Some of the boys are intelligent. Some of the boys are intelligent here, right? So this is the difference between the universal quantifier and the existential quantifier. You can maybe clear with what is the logic I'm using here. Simply we can remember universal quantifier we are using the conjunction, and whereas in existential quantifier we are using the disjunction condition. Let us see some of the example here. So here all birds can fly. So here there is no other way, I have to use the universal quantifier because all the birds can fly, right? So this is a logical statement for this. For all the birds can fly. So this implies symbol is that is birds can fly, right? This is a symbol for this implies. Then some boys play cricket. This is some of the boys may play cricket. So most of the boys some of the boys may play tennis or badminton or whatever may be here. So there exists condition I need to use. So there exists some of the boys can play cricket, right? And next example is every man respect his parent. Yes, every is the condition we are using here is for all. So that is every means all the men can respect his parent. So here for all the men respect their parents, right? So this is how we can write logical statements in dependent type programming paradigm. Okay, thank you.